Besides that, it's on the reflexes. You just listen to the old Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right? When some wild-eyed 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall, and he looks you crooked in the eye and he asks you if you've paid your dues, well, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye and you remember what old Jack Burton always says at a time like that. Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
Been recruited by the Star League, then the Frontier.
Now you ready?
This is it. Here we go.
Namaste and la catch, my family, and welcome to Morning Coffee. How are you out there across planet Earth? I hope you guys can hear me well. Hope everyone's having a great time. I'm excited. We have a lot. You know what old Jack Burton says? Have you paid your dues, Jack? Checks in the mail, ladies and gentlemen, across Earth. 15 years of paying the bills over here at Team Light. Namaste and la catch if you're new. Love you guys. Streaming live to planet Earth from here to South Africa. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Twitch. There's so many other things. There's new things available as well. I haven't even installed them yet. And obviously Twitter. I don't know. Maybe I'll pay my $10 for Elon. Pay money. Pay more money to stream on my platform. I don't know. Maybe. How you guys doing out there? We got lots of things to discuss, and I have a special guest for you guys here today, my brother Jayse Consciouscrypto. But before I get into that, he's going to describe everything that's going on in the crypto market: XRP, XLM, XDC, XCN, maybe some H-bar. We never can tell. Little ISO 222, never can tell. Are we retired? Potentially retired. I don't know. I feel good. I feel good in my plums, man. Intel energy is weird. So last night, I don't know if it was the full moon, the 3-night progression of that full moon. I don't know. You know, a lot of these dreams, it's a roller coaster. Not to get too deep into it, but what I can say is that the dream time is definitely being affected. Please pay attention to how much you're staring at your phone or you're staring at the feeds and the negativity that's going on out there. Pay attention to how much you guys can pay attention and not let it affect your energy body. Okay, we're also here as co-creators on this earth to manifest positive, beautiful things, not to stare at some weird, cheap reproduction of people standing around with cell phones, staring at something that, I don't know. I don't want to get into it right now. It's just, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. There's a lot of straightening up going on. And there's a lot of balancing going on. And what that looks like, unfortunately, with, since we had a coup in this country in 2020, is a lot of things are being rebalanced. I mean, look at England, look at France, look at the UK. Everything's kind of coming into balance. It's not just the states going through this, ladies and gents. We need to figure this out as a planet. How to do this in a balanced manner. Big what up to all my family across planet Earth. Right. A good day to you. So, if you guys are ready for Jayse just to come on in here and just crush, you just go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You guys ready? A lot of waking up. Yes, a lot of waking up on ship. Yes, Tony. All right. Healing my heart. Yep. Just heal the heart. You guys want to listen? Yes, just want to be retired. Hey, I'm with you. Oh no, my jacket's. I think I'm blending into the fifth dimension live. You guys, it's been real. Listen, I did my best. No, I'm just kidding. Jayse, you ready, Jayse? Give me a thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Jayse Consciouscrypto.info. He's going to go and explain some of the things that are going on in the crypto market, and then we're going to get into our cards and everything else that is awesome. Jayse, what's up, my brother?
Yo, man. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Dude, hey, man, I'm excited. I don't know, for everyone on Team Light, this is my boy. This is my boy Jayse. It's like my boy Blue. I'm like, Jayse, what is going on out there? I'm making prototypes in the shop with different plasma generators. What is going on in the crypto world? And there's no one better to explain kind of why the prices of XRP and some of the other ISO 222 compliant cryptos are going up. But I know you study this, and you actually teach courses about the crypto. Please explain to everyone on Earth these fluctuations and what we have to look forward to.
Yeah, so honestly, we are in the best time to be in crypto in terms of the risk to reward ratio. Of course, you can look back and go, oh, well, I could have bought, Bitcoin or XRP years ago, and maybe that was a better time, but the risk was like way higher. So in terms of like getting into crypto for the first time and the perceivable risk versus the potential reward, I think it's the best time to invest in crypto yet. So, first off, like if you haven't seen my talk at Rion's Rise of the Guardians conference, check that out, because after this, watch this, but watch that after. And that'll be a great intro to really diving into some of the stuff we won't be able to fully get into today. That's on his channel and on my channel. So check that out. But basically, we are, since Trump has come in and since he's put pro crypto people at the SEC and at the CFTC and various other agencies. And then just yesterday, I think it was announced that Jerome Powell of the Fed is going to be resigning. And so we are in a super pro crypto administration. And a lot of people still don't know that there is a lot of very pro crypto things coming. Like, for one, no capital gains tax on American made cryptos. So that'll be your XRP, your XLM, and a handful of your other ISO projects. We can talk more about what the ISO 20022 thing means. But we're in a very good time right now. We're very soon, this next week, we're going to be getting National Crypto Week. So in the new One Big Beautiful Bill, as controversial as it was, one of the things in there was that July 14th through, I think it's the 21st, is now National Crypto Week in the USA. And we don't know exactly what's going to happen yet, but they're leaving a bunch of surprises in store for us. So they haven't really told us exactly what's going to happen, except that there's going to be some very pro crypto actions going on in the government. And I would expect Trump and, other folks to potentially sign in some new legislation, maybe some new bills about, crypto regulation and clarity in the US, because the last 4 years was basically the riskiest time to get into crypto under the last administration, because they were doing everything they could to just completely destroy crypto. They wanted to get rid of the private wallets, which is the whole, sovereignty of crypto, where you become your own bank, where you don't need a bank account anymore. You are fully in control and like sovereign money, like the digital version of holding gold and silver or cash in your house, but having that sovereignty in the digital realm. They were trying to get rid of all that. They were trying to get rid of what's called decentralized finance, which is kind of the part of crypto that's focused on generating decentralized yield. So, you know, in a bank account, you can get maybe 1, 2, 3% interest, 4% if you're really lucky, minus inflation, interest rates, and all the other jazz. And, you know, they're just printing and printing that dollar. So it's just getting less and less valuable. On the other hand, in crypto, you can get decentralized interest on a lot of these assets. So right now, XRP doesn't do it, but some of the ones that we're teaching about in my Conscious Crypto Academy do allow you to generate over 40% annual returns in decentralized interest, where you're not relying on a bank or a company or something that could go down or that could shut off your account. All these things that we've seen happen. You know, I think something I've talked about a lot, and maybe you guys have heard, is the whole Canadian trucker rally thing. And that was a huge proof of concept for crypto, because during that Canadian trucker rally, you know, all these Canadians were trying to drive across the country to the capital to protest. And what the government did under Trudeau is they shut down everybody's bank accounts, their PayPals, their Cash Apps, their Venmos, anything they could get their hands on, even the crypto exchanges where you buy your crypto, because those are basically banks at the end of the day. And when you keep your crypto on those exchanges, it's just like a bank where, you know, they get a call from the government and they can shut it down if they're ordered to. And so the only way these Canadian truckers were able to transact remotely across the country outside of in-person cash transactions was with private crypto wallets. And I even saw the Canadian government came out and lied and said they were trying to shut down, and they were shutting down private crypto wallets, which is just a total lie, because it's completely impossible. And that's one of the things that we teach you about in my coaching, is like how to actually set up your wallets and get sovereign. But yeah, basically, you know, we got this crypto week coming up this next week. The markets are pumping in anticipation right now. XRP is up to like $2.70 something cents right now. It hit 297 just the other day. And, you know, 6 months ago, 9 months ago ish, it was at 50 cents. And now we're at nearly $3. So that's a nearly 6x return of investment that these XRP holders have gotten in less than a year. And that's like just the beginning. So this isn't like, you know, you're not late to the party, you know, if you're just trying to invest right now. You know, it's all getting started still. We're just barely scratching the surface of what's to come. And then the other big thing right now is this, you know, you brought up the ISO coins, that ISO 222, that's the new international financial messaging standard. And this is going to be for banks, for cryptos, any kind of payments internationally. It basically creates a global language for payments to communicate, which is kind of the base layer of what you could call the quantum financial system. And I'll wrap up here, and then Rion, you can jump in. But basically, this ISO 222 standard is going to be going live for the Federal Reserve and their domestic Fedwire payment services starting the same day as Crypto Week, this Monday, in just 2 days. So the markets are going up in anticipation, and it's going to be really exciting to see what goes on this next week. And then, of course, the following months and years, as the US especially becomes more and more the crypto capital of the world. And even if you're not in the US, it's going to help you no matter what, because it's going to help those markets. It's going to help these assets. And so no matter where you live, that's the beauty of crypto, is it's the same for everybody. You know, there's essentially, when you're on the blockchain, everything is equal. It's that level playing field that Trump and so many other people have talked about. That's basically taking the pyramid and inverting it. And then basically what I see is we're going to go to more of like a circle, you know, a true vortex economy. You know, economy should be like a healthy, you know, basically vortex equilibrium. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay, so can we tell people about how all of the little shit coins or poo-poo coins are going to be able to be ISO 222 compliant with the XDC framework? Can you explain that to them?
So I'm not as familiar with XDC. I do have some XDC, but I don't know enough about it to explain that. But I believe it's what you're touching on is like tokenization, which is where, you know, basically we are going to see every type of investment out there, every kind of thing of value is going to be represented on the blockchain. So that's going to be smaller cryptos like you're talking about. Even things like Bitcoin, big cryptos will get tokenized on these faster blockchains. You know, right now, the big problem with Bitcoin and Ethereum is they're super slow, they're super expensive, and they use a lot of energy. Bitcoin in particular uses a lot of energy. And so if we can tokenize those and put them on something like XRP, XTC, XLM, and represent that value over there, it's going to get the lightning fast transactions, the cheap fees, and the quantum nature that we really want in this, you know, what we could call a QFS. And then to take it a step further, it's going to be like, you know, Ripple, the company, they call it the internet of value. And the idea is that anything of value should be able to move around the planet as quickly as information on the internet. So we should be able to send each other money, regardless if you're in another country, as easy as sending a text message. It shouldn't be this whole game of like, oh, I've got PayPal, you've got Cash App, or
a wire, you know, takes 3 days to hit, or, you know, and then they trade with your money while it's in between. No, and to answer some questions for Deborah, question: cold wallets, explain them. I like Ledger stacks. I told you guys in my past videos, the Ledger Nano X and the one they're having all the issues with, the older ones, which are basically 10 years old, which is like a USB with one button. Okay. I still like Ledger. I use the Ledger stacks, or any of the ones that actually have a USB-C plug-in and there's a screen where you can actually see what you're doing. Now, Jayse, I know you use different ones. Which ones do you use?
So I do have a Ledger, one of the old school ones that I still have. That was my first one. I've also tried Trezor, another popular brand, but my favorite so far is called the Decent wallet. So it's D''CENT. And I've got a discount link for it. If you guys want to pick that up, it should be in my beacons.ai link that I think is down in the description. And it gets you like $30 off. But I like that one because, for one, they're very pro XRP. The CEO of Ledger has come out and said negative things about XRP, and it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So I didn't really want to support them anymore. Decent is a Korean brand, and Korea is probably the biggest pro XRP country next to Japan and then the United States. But the Koreans have like a huge dominance in the XRP market. And then
I wish people knew about Japan, and everyone really needs to watch Japan. Their technology and how they operate is about 10 years ahead of the United States. I knew Bitcoin wasn't going anywhere as soon as I saw Bitcoin ATMs in Japan. If Japan goes, XRP is the future, you guys got to snap out of it, or whatever it is. Just look at Japan, do your own research and seeing how they are transacting. And that'll give you a foreshadowing on what's going to hit the rest of the world. Japan's always been about, like, for example, even back in the day, guys, when they gave us Nintendo, they already had Nintendo 64. You know, they give us Nintendo 64. They have, I don't know what the new one is, the Nintendo Switch. What I'm trying to say is that with technology, they're ahead. ISO 222. Let's give the rundown. You go. You hit it. How many are in there? And I'll finish up with some of them I know.
Yeah. So that's the new global payment standard. Basically, the most tangible thing that you could liken to being the QFS, the quantum financial system. And I'll start off first. Cryptos that aren't compliant. GameCube. There you go. That was my favorite one as a kid.
Yeah, GameCube.
So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, these top cryptos in the top 10, they are not ISO compliant. So XRP is going to be your biggest ISO compliant one, followed by XLM, XDC. You mentioned HBAR earlier. A couple smaller ones that I really like that we teach about are Sologenic, which is the largest layer 2 built on the XRP ledger, Corium, which is a huge passive income earner for us, and then Stronghold, which is another little known one that is the
SHX.
We just got this. Yep, SHX. So that one is like the baby between XRP and XLM that's a super lucrative investment right now, and you can't even get it on the big exchanges. So let's see some other ones. IOTA is one of the OG kind of popular ISO projects. Any others coming to mind for you right now?
No, I think XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, and then there's one that is also a little sneaker, XCN. And the only reason why I know about that is because apparently that's how BlackRock's plugging into XRP, is through that token XCN. Potentially, I'm not an expert. There's people talking about it, but XCN has done very well for me. A lot of the X's out there, you know what I mean? And here's the thing too, you guys, we're not saying don't buy silver. We're not saying don't buy gold. What we're saying is, or foreign currencies. I had a question up here. Is the view actual size, is the Vietnamese dong and the IQD still a good investment? I don't have anything. I got to be honest with you. You best get something popping. If it's XRP or a foreign currency, we are not financial experts. What we can say is that I'll give you guys a little logical thing. They built a port in Iraq that maybe is worth $1 billion. It's a bigger port than San Pedro in California, which is the number in and out of the entire Western seaboard. Do you really think their value should be 1,300 whatever dinar to $1 USD? They also built like $1 billion airport in Iraq. And before 2001, it was $3.22 of our USD to 1 dinar. So you have to ask yourself, in a long-term investment, does that make sense? Is there any other country on earth that has a bigger port than San Pedro, California, whose currency is worth that? So like I extrapolate like facts and logical things. When I just hear it, I go, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because it's artificially held down. There's things going on behind the scenes. So again, we're not financial experts. All of the technological companies, tech companies out of China during COVID moved to Vietnam. I don't know why no one knows this. All their big tech companies moved from China during COVID to Vietnam. So their currency before the Vietnam War was $2.22, right? To $2.22 USD to 1 Vietnamese dollar, or whatever it was, down. What I'm getting to, if they're really going to reset and rebalance this thing, and we're really going to go back to, back in the day, I heard that we were supposed to have a debt jubilee every 50 years. And ever since these jackasses got behind the wheel and all this fake money, who do we owe trillions of dollars to? First and foremost, I still would like to know the name of the people and group the entire planet owes trillions of dollars to. Okay. Please, if you know, put their last names and address or wherever they are living right now on Earth. Who do we owe trillions of dollars to? Okay, it irritates me that the whole planet's being
in debt as a planet. Like, what does that even mean that we're in debt?
The whole planet's being taxed to death. And who do we owe this money to? And what birthright do these jackasses claim to have? Like, I get heated over this shit because it's absolutely brainwashing. We don't owe anybody anything, dude. Everyone's responsible for their own actions on this planet. All we're telling you guys is this. We're not like, yay, 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 pro crypto forever. I mean, honestly, if I had a vault of gold and silver, let's go, baby. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. We got to let you guys know what's being played out on Earth behind the scenes. So you're not caught in some sort of, I can't believe it, Peter. The whole banking system's changed. We're telling you right now, they're doing it behind the scenes. July 14th is a big day in crypto. If you are going to make some financial investments, a little XRP, little XLM, little XDC on Coinbase or Uphold, let's just say, and then now would be a good time to do that. Last time me and Jayse were together was on Lily Nova's podcast, right? And the next day after we said that, it went from XRP jumped from like 50 cents to like $3. It was like within 2 days. I mean, that was just a quinky dink in timing. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think it's smart for any of us to keep all of our money, our fiat money, in a checking account that has no interest, no this, no that. We should be investing in things that turn a profit. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say for all especially the older people out there like, I just use a credit card. Listen, there's ways that you can still do what you need to do, but you at least have to know what's going on. You can't just turn a blind eye or be an ostrich and put your head in the sand and go, somebody help me. We're trying to do that right now by explaining some of these things that are happening with or without your consent. These things are going down. We're just paying attention to it. We are not behind any of it in what it should be. First of all, every single human being should be free and sovereign. Let's start there. There should be no wars on this planet. Let's start there. We should love one another and stop beefing with one another. Let's start there. But we are trying to explain that there is some opportunities for us, especially in the humanitarian world, the financial world, the freedom world, the sovereign world. And I don't mean to step on anyone's toes, but these things are popping off with or without your belief system a part of it. That's what we're trying to tell you. The 1970s belief system in the 60s and the 50s, that's over. Okay, we never should have went off the gold standard in 71. That is being rectified and rebalanced now. So I just wanted to state that real cool, calm, and collectively. We're just trying to give you guys an update on what are some of the things that are happening behind the scenes. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. Go ahead.
I want to respond to someone in the comments had said that we sound materialistic talking about these kind of things, and I want to show the big picture of what this is about, because it's not about making money for the sake of making money. It's about what this shift in the financial system is going to enable, especially light workers and people of service, to actually be able to build on the planet. And basically what we're seeing is it's going to be at a base level, like you said, restructuring the financial system so that it's more sovereign, more decentralized, and the top cronies and the cartels that have ran it for so long are no longer going to have the power. And that's why the banks are so intimidated by this system, because it literally stands to threaten their entire existence. Because very soon you're not going to need a bank account at all. Banks will be optional. You're going to be able to have a crypto wallet, which you can already have, and you're going to be able to spend your crypto pretty much anywhere you can go directly. And at that point, it's like you don't even need a bank. Like, why keep your money with a centralized financial entity with this whole fractional reserve banking, where, there's going to be a run on the bank if everyone tries to pull their money out and all that. So what I see this really as being is like, this is the way that we're being given a gift from God to fund our spiritual missions here and literally build the infrastructure of the new earth, because it's going to take money to build stuff, and we need to be able to build new infrastructure.
And I want to jump in. Jeremiah, listen, I'm a very spiritual dude. I didn't even want to be involved in this. What I'm trying to express to you honestly is that this entire time I've been on this planet, I have not felt like I've ever been financially supported. I got to be completely honest with you. Never in my spiritual work have I felt supported. Yeah, my friends and family. But in the very beginning, when I was behind the scenes with my teams doing this stuff, I can only imagine that we had someone who was actually a light worker who had funds, who could actually put us on airplanes to go into locations and clear things up and help this planet in a way that wasn't part of some dark hat bullshit. So what I'm trying to say is, for the grandmothers and grandfathers that are our age right now, pay attention and don't be left behind on your own belief systems. That's what I'm trying to say. There's just something here, and I'm not trying to get in a beef with you, bro. I don't want to have to know all this stuff too. It's a lot easier to go camping in the woods than to study financials all day long. But I have to express something to you. If you're one of the people that are responsible for building these cities or building the cities of lights, and you want to give jobs to your friends and family or spiritual people, someone in the group has to know what's going on. Someone has to be an adult, and someone has to provide for others in a way that we were never provided for. So that's all I wanted to say with that. It's just, I prefer gold and silver, and I prefer taking care of one another. That's paramount, but that's all I wanted to share. There is something inside me that's angry that we have to take this thing to that level. But I'm here to say, if you're in a group of people and you guys are a bunch of hippy dippy sitting in a circle, blowing sage and writing some Palo Santo, one of you guys in that room of 12 needs to figure out how you guys are going to facilitate the future of your life. Because I'm going to tell you right now, those are the type of people that are the builders that are here truly to change the world. It's not the people to sit on their hands. It's the real people that are studying this stuff to move forward. So I just wanted to share that. And yeah, and I get it, dude. I'm also against this control shit 100%. Do you think I want to sit in the morning and watch 4 hours of financial shit? No, dude. It'd be much easier going into a stream, lighting up a doobie and putting my feet in the water. I can't do that anymore. I'm an adult now. I have to see and plan the future for kids that were 20 years old. When I went through my, roller coaster, I got to make sure I'm strong enough and provide for beings like that so they don't have to go through the same bullshit I did. So I don't have to undo 25 years of poor decisions. You just grab your younger brothers and sisters and you go, hey, we're not doing that shit. Come with me. What do you think an indigo is? Mm-hmm. If you're an indigo, that's what's up. So we're the line in the sand. So I'm just trying to tell you, for everyone out there, that's what's up. We are the line in the sand, and some of us have to study these things so we're not blindsided by these great changes. That's all I wanted to say. And I love everybody, but believe me, I feel the same way you do. I don't want to do this shit. I have to do this stuff because someone has to sit there and build and print the safe locations for us to kick it in while the rest of the planet catches up. Because right now, let me know if there's a safe place any of us can go in any country and just be ourselves in a spiritual nature.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're a part of some religious dogma, you're a Buddhist sitting in a temple somewhere. I got to be honest with you. We don't have the true support we desire and need. So I'm going to be one of those. My brother's going to be one of those. We're the ones who are going to pay attention and make sure in the future we have our spaces for our friends and family to raise their children in peace, in prosperity, for a better future for mankind and womankind, planet Earth. That's what our jobs are. This got to be real. This ain't literal thinking. This ain't materialistic thinking. This is like, okay, well, how many tractors do I need? How many cranes do I need? Do you think I'm sitting here processing what sort of car I'm going to put in my garage? Who's going to clean the water system? How deep does the canal need to be dug? What kind of trees are on the property? What kind of plants are we going to grow? What kind of different herbs are we growing in the herb garden in the greenhouse? Okay, that doesn't come from nothing. Someone has to pay attention. That's all I wanted to say. I love you guys. And with that, thank you for being here with us, my brother. Any other things you'd like to share?
Well, let's see. Lisa in the chat, I agree with her. She says, darkness has the funds. Do you realize what happens when the light has the funds? And
Kaboom.
That's exactly what it's about. This is a stepping stone in the next step of human sovereignty and evolution to be able to have empowerment and to literally be able to build the new earth infrastructure that so many of us have prayed for. We constantly, I would say the majority of people here have probably prayed for financial abundance, for health, for free energy technologies, for bringing out various kinds of suppressed technologies, propulsion, all this stuff. Crypto is going to fuel all of that because it's going to be putting the money in the hands of the people who actually have the initiative and the mission to go and follow through on that. And I've come across so many people who are like, I have this amazing mission. I want to build schools that are actually helping kids and not just keeping them in classrooms with LED lights. Or I want to build healing centers with med beds, or I want to create communities that are, cheap housing that we can replicate and we can have a bunch of people living together and make our own cities. And all of that requires funding right now. Maybe at some point in the future, we're going to evolve consciously where we don't need money anymore. I do believe that. But, this is that stepping stone. This is the way that we get there. And that
love you, Jeremiah. I love you. I love you, bro. No, he's like, hey, bro. Yeah. Hey, listen, you're never going to, I'm just trying to say like, hey, we need to build some things, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I am 100%. You guys, I only want to do fun activities with you guys and live in peace and paradise. I don't have any of these weird things. I literally remove them from me. But I am here to tell you that leader that you're seeking in your family, it may be you. Okay? Maybe you're the one that has to explain to your mom and dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your friends in your family, hey, did you guys hear about this? Hey, I don't know, but I've 6x'd my money in the last 9 months. Hey, I think it's going to keep going. Hey, what is this quantum financial system? Hey, So these are some things. We're just seeding your consciousness. Everyone use your own discernment. And I think the main reason why I like blockchain is this. You can't money launder.
Mm-hmm.
They track 20 transactions forward and 20 back. All this weird human trafficking shit and all these guys who have all our USD bills in different countries that are printing $100 bills over. Okay.
Well, that's the thing.
These guys are about to lose their budget. No, go ahead. Hit him.
Yeah, we're moving into, whether you want to call it 5D, fourth density, new earth, this new consciousness that we're embodying is one of transparency. And that's where, you and so many others have talked about, like, you're not gonna be able to hide shit anymore. Like, we're going to be more telepathic. People aren't going to be able to lie because it'll be very obvious when people are lying. We're not going to be able to deceive each other. And that goes for the finances too. Cryptocurrency is transparent for both us and for the governments and the big institutions. So imagine what happens when taxes and federal budgets and banks all have public, transparent accounts and ledgers that anyone, you or I, we could go look into and go, okay, where's my tax money going? Where did the government just spend this money? Like, is it going into a secret space program, or is it actually going to a $10,000 toilet? You know what I mean?
So, no, hey, listen, I get it. A hammer in the Air Force costs $5,000.
You're muted.
Am I? Oh no, I don't. It
you're
doesn't
still
see. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, you're still. I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. Can everyone hear me out there? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I love Jayce's new look. Can you hear me now, Jayce?
I can't hear you.
Oh.
I don't know, chat. Can you hear him? Okay, they can hear him. It's just me apparently.
Okay, hey, Jayce, I love you. Let me take care. Hey, fantastic. I love you. Okay. All right, let's just chill out. Everyone has their own vibes and views on crypto. Okay, I get it. I told you gold, silver, maybe some foreign currencies, maybe some different investments. I'm not just saying crypto. I'm saying if you guys have 6 nest eggs around you, all you need is one to hit. Just one. That's all I'm trying to say. So, I just got to be real. That's how I feel about it. No one knows the future and what this stuff is going to play out to do. All I'm trying to say is that there are opportunities right now and to pay attention. That's it. Because it's going to be weird. It's going to be the have and have nots. And I'm not saying it's crypto. I'm saying, well, what about foreign currencies? What about revalue baskets? What about redemption centers? What about, it's pretty weird though. I mean, this whole, you guys won't play back this video and on July 14th, everything just goes to the moon. It's going to be awkward. You know what I mean? I'm telling you now, just take a little bit and pay attention. Please do your own research. No, I'm not some crypto guy that you see on the reels. It's not my thing. All I'm saying is that something is changing and something is changing with the quantum financial system and to pay attention with that. That's all I like to say. Goodness gracious. All right. You guys having fun? All right, let's get back into our cards. You guys have... What about the faith that we can save Earth without nest eggs? Okay, listen. What about those when buildings are on fire? Do you send firemen into that building without putting on fire gear to save the people inside the building? Or do we have fairy wings and magic coming off of us when a fireman kicks down the door and saves a family when the house is on fire? I think everyone needs to kind of jump into the reality of the land we're living in, not in woo-woo land. So, got to be real. So, no more woo-woo, fantasy schmantasy. There needs to be real training and assets on the ground of our brothers and sisters to help one another. And so it is. It's that simple. Okay, I'm not going to look at the comments anymore. I love you guys. I'm going to start making jokes. It's going to get real funny. You know what I mean? There's plenty of times where I wished, a fairy dust angel would come and save my ass. Let me tell you. No, I'm just kidding. They've saved me many times. Energetically, they're coming in hot, I didn't want to get all spicy. I was like, yay. Jack Burton. Think Jack Burton's putting hydrogen in that truck when he's driving? No. Soon. I can't wait till we have our 0 point stuff, you ladies and gentlemen. AZ baby, you guys have any specific questions? We're gonna got some good, got some Zim. There we go. See everyone in here. So everyone who's like new, look at all the people in the comments and go, wait, is there something that I don't know? Maybe you just found me. Maybe this is the first time you've ever heard anything about this. Pay attention to the comments, okay? And pay attention to, I don't know, the 15 years of videos that I have. I've got receipts for 15 years. So just take a look at some of the older videos and watch me when I was at that state move forward. Some of us have to be the adults and provide for our friends and family. Maybe that's you. That's all I'm trying to say. So, all right, let's get to some cards. Look, and I'll just leave it right here. Andy, you're on it, buddy. Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. They'll get it eventually. And let's go ahead and let's go to card time. All right, card time, baby. Let's get our angels. Let's get our things popping. Yeah. Thank you. They're like, excellent, son. Thank you. I know. I'm doing my best. You know, for all you know, there's like a demon hanging on the back of your head. Like, no, live in poverty. I'm going to lose my loosh farm. I won't be able to pull pain and sorrow off of you if you're on a sea-doo. Pay attention. That's all I'm trying to say. I can't live in the dark forest. I'm going to the Bahamas. I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to realize what's actually causing you to not see the light at the end of the tunnel. What is it? Is it you? Or is it something else that likes to feed off of you? You know? I can tell you one thing. We're being a lot better attitude if we're all riding sea-doos, laughing our asses off. You know what I mean? Metatron, heaven to earth. Your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. Boom. Metatron, heaven to earth. Your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. I know. Hey, I know, it's funny. Yeah, you know what I mean? You guys are funny. Dinar's Zim. See, hey, pay attention. You guys from here to South Africa, you might not know. Look at the comments. These people know what they're talking about, okay? We've been studying. It's hard to say that, too. Like, some of us have been studying this for 15, 20 years, so it's like we have so much back data stored. We're like, yeah, I know why it's going to happen 100%. But if you're just staring at something that you say you woke up a year ago and this is all new information, some of us have been studying for over a decade, 15, a long time on some of this financial stuff. Okay. They never should have taken us off the gold standard in 1971. Okay. Next card is Orion. Manifest Vortex. Focus your energy and unwavering faith to manifest the outcome you require. Boom. Boom. All right. Oh, God. Who's the Goomba? Look at it. We got Rob Russo is finally awake. Goodness gracious, been waiting for this guy for 10 years. Rob, welcome back. Welcome back, Rob. All right, here we go. Dragon Riders. I'm just kidding. Been waiting for Rob. Come on, baby. Listen, I love you. Love you, bud. Hey, listen, I love you guys too. Listen, I just want to hang out. Can we just hang out soon? Are you guys coming to Florida? We're ready to go. I'm excited for Florida. Full disclosure now and the day of being Mr. Zachary Fisher. He said he's going to do a dance for all of us that he's been practicing out on the beach, some sort of kahuna dance. We're going to see. No, I'm just kidding. Big one up to Brian and Ida. Love you guys. See you guys next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Michael and Solace Day. You can do it. Don't give up. Follow the path of your wildest dreams. For all my dragon riders out there, there's an answer for you. You can do it. Do not give up. Follow the path of your wildest dreams. Let's go. I'm telling you guys, that's the reality I incarnated to have with you. How about we all just do what we want I'm just in being a beautiful, blissful energy all the time. I want to be happy all the time. You know what I mean? It's not easy dealing with all these frequencies and negative things on this planet, believe me. But I'm also here to say that I know that love is the answer, and I'd rather be in a positive, love vibration than any other. The next dragon card is Laozi and Sunshine. Be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words to smile, to be your adornments. I love each and every one of you. I just don't want anyone to make a mistake. And, I've seen too many of my friends and family jump into potholes for 6 years and then come out going, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. You jumped you exited the freeway and you went on a side street for 5 years. I don't know where you went. We love you though. Okay. All right, we're having fun. Where'd you go? Oh man, this ex-girlfriend, man, she really did it. She did me in, man. I just went heavy into the asphalt. You know what I mean? Happens. Relationships can tank you, bro. It's a crazy balance game. It's either it can turn your life around or it can shatter you. You know what I mean? We've all done it. We've all been there. I feel like my early 20s were like that one movie, Walk Hard, where he's like, Doogie, don't come in here. We're doing this. And he goes, what's that? Doogie, don't come. I don't know if his name's Doogie, but don't come in here. That was like my early 20s. What is that? I was probably just like a naive little like a deer. Like, what is that? I'll try it. I'm like, oh my God, if I could jump back in time, I think I'd grab my 21-year-old self in a headlock and just drag him out of there. I'm like, you're about to waste 6 years of your life and you're going to cause damage that's going to cost a lot of money later to fix. So let's go ahead and not do that to yourself, All right. Dragon card. First dragon is enlightenment. Moving forward. That's what I want to do with you guys. Enlightenment. Okay? I'm all about this. I want the best for my friends and family, period. That's all I want for you guys. Yeah, look. Hey, Drew, we all knew you took a detour, but listen, your lady saved your ass. Okay, let's be honest. You guys don't know. His woman is like an angel. Pulled him right up. No, I'm just kidding. By the way, we still need to talk. I know you're coming to Dallas. We do need to talk. And yes, what the... This chick is straight weird and goodbye. These people, You know what I mean? Here we go. You know what I mean? There's always little demons attached to people out there. You know what I mean? Just making them ticket typity. Bye. Wish you the best. All right. Next card is invention, burning with passion. For all you fellow creators out there, maybe you're inventing something right now. Maybe you're creating something right now. You know what I mean? There we go. Invention, burning with passion. Okay. I love you. Everyone stay positive. Listen, you get banned on my channel, you're never coming back. You know what I mean? Hey, you're going to have to create a new profile. I love you. I love everybody. God, everybody calm down. Is it too much? I need some music. Let's go Lyrins. Oh, man. If you guys do need some assistance with clearing your energy right now, because I know it's a roller coaster, check out some of the products we have at teamlightstore.com. We do have a summer sale going on. Check out the link in all the descriptions. The sundials are great for clearing out a living room, or you place them underneath your couch if that's where you spend a lot of time watching TV. The Giza bed sets go underneath your bed. There's videos describing that as well. And if you guys are clearing past boyfriends, girlfriends, jobs, or negativity, those roses, powered roses, are very good for that. Okay. All right. Today went right off the rails. We got into crypto and it was like, rawr, I was like, whoa, I'm just here to relax with you, Here to relax with you. All right. Lyrins for this week. Infinite wisdom. Mastery activated Akashic records. Explore deeper. Boom. There we go. Infinite wisdom for all my fellow Lyrins out there. Infinite wisdom. Everybody love on one another. You know what I mean? Everybody love one another. Oh my God. When will the Kiwis? I'm not sure, Kiwi. That's a great question. I'm not sure, you know. Not enough. Keep it coming. You guys, you know, come on, baby. Oh, you guys want some more? Creation is soul-centered. Yes, sir. She did save me. Hey, listen. Haha, you're right. She saved me. I know. Listen, you know, we do it for each other. And that's another happy memory created by Team Light. Drew and his lovely lady met at one of our conferences. I think actually at our conferences, I think there's 6 or 7 people that have been married since we started our conferences in our infinite wisdom. You guys got to come out to Dallas. It's going to be a blast. Okay. All right. Do you guys like the trailer? You guys like Jack Burton? Big Trouble Little China was such a classic. You know? The old Pork Chop Express. All right. The reunion. Spontaneity, change of plans, social connections. This is for next week. The reunion. That's us out in Florida meeting up. Issa, Sean, Brian, Ida, Zachary, right? Tone, my brother, and everyone else who's going to be out there next week. The reunion. Okay. Sue, Mr. Fisher, Miss Fisher. I don't know how you, Sue. I don't know how you put up with Zach, man. I mean, you're a special lady, you know, to put up with that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I love those guys. I love everybody. I can't wait to see you. Let's do a Palladian card. Let's go ahead with the unicorns. And I'm all like, you know, Palladians. Give me a hot little Palladian, please. I feel good. Bang. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. Okay. That's who you guys are out there. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. Okay. All right. Step into your power, ladies and gentlemen. Now is not the time to pretend you're not who you say you are. Be who you are. And listen, sometimes you're going to clash with other people's consciousnesses, and that's fine. But here's the thing. You were also unconscious at one point in your life. I know I was. I was super unconscious. But eventually, you know, you gain and grow through your own experiences, and you become a different, better version of yourself. So don't judge anybody, but just remember, I was also in that place, but I've also worked very hard and diligently to get out of it, and so can you. So shall you. All right. Be careful with those people that say they have no issues. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that cause a lot of tissue. I'm just kidding. If they say they have no issues, get a box of Kleenex because you're going to be using a lot of tissue. All right, here we go. There'll be snakes in the grass out there, ladies and gentlemen. Snakes in the grass. All right, and the next card is, for us Palladians, Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. Boom. Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. Okay. All right. 100%. Listen, I know. Look, Jesse, you're big papa out there, baby. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, you know, drop some wisdom on him, bro. I know, you know, that's my boy Jesse. That's my boy Jesse. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, Elite Savior, that's a pretty hardcore, awesome name. here's the deal. There is a new Flower of Life design. I've seen 2 or 3 different interpretations of it. I am working with my 3D CAD designer to see if we can find a happy homeostasis with the old and the new. I'm also going to say the intent behind it and the creator who created it, for example, some of the products we have, also plays into effect. So I would say that there are different designs for the Flower of Life, if that makes sense. You're just laughing. Okay. It depends how you use it, man. You know. Goodness gracious. You guys want the RV card? Let's get it. Let's get it. RV cards. Here it comes. And then we'll do a Lemuria card because I miss Lemuria for all my mahalo me, mahalo you. Okay. Mahalo me, mahalo you. All right, let's get a. No, that's all of them. Let's get an RV update. Bananas. RV Intel. Let's get it for this week coming up. I know we're getting close. July 14th is this big, revaluation day or crypto week, let's just say. But what else is it the week of? I know I'm a little. All right. First card is Series Nurture. Nurture. Series. For all my fellow astrologers out there, you know the deal on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble. If you guys know better than I what these cards mean, we're going to do a 3-card poll for the RV. First card is Nurture. Go ahead and please put in the comments what you guys know about these cards. My skill set is to poll the cards. Your skill set is to explain to everyone what they mean. All right. Next. Bang. Mm-hmm. Sagittarius, expand. Second card. Sagittarius, expand. Okay, for this week coming up, Sagittarius, expand. So do I. So nurture, series, and expand. Sagittarius, right? Or that other galaxy that the Milky Way is casually manjaing on. You know, next card is, let's go ahead and get the next card. Before I pull the next card, you guys having fun? Leo season is let's calm down. Listen, I love you guys. All right. I have my pyramid up, my pup, myself, and my cat. That's my card. There you go, Tiger Paw. Yes, I agree. I do feel like something big is coming. We can all feel it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're all, what's happening? You know what I mean? RV card, crystal spiral. Let's go, RV. All right. Good to see you, my dude. Love you too, Jess. All right, so let's go. Next card is debilitated, discomfort. So this is the old system collapsing next week or on its way down, debilitated. So maybe that old SWIFT system, maybe that old political system, maybe that old financial system is debilitated or discomfort. Maybe that's what we're feeling. Okay, debilitated. We're going to need one more card on that. I need more information on it. Okay. That being said, while I pull that next card, why don't you guys go ahead and punch in where around the world you guys are punching in from. Let's have some fun. All right, let me go ahead and put some music on. I don't care if it's banned in 150 countries. I need a little stereo audio. Give me a little something here. All right, where is everyone punching in from? Here we go. Look, it's always, I love you guys. I want to have fun. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Sag rising. All right. It's already happening. I know. I love you too. All right, here we go. I love you too. Luke is a Sag rising. Watch out. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Sag rising over there in Laguna. All right, let's get to it. Colorado. All right, yes, the grid is collapsing. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Erica. South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Norway, love you. All right, Massachusetts, come on, baby. We love you. Ontario, much love from New York. All right, UK boss. Hey, we love you guys, man. Hold tight over there. All right, North Carolina, Jackson, California, UK, San Bernardino, British Columbia, South Africa. That's what's up. California. All right, Antonio, Texas, Illinois, Michigan, Laguna. Happy birthday. New Zealand in the house. Let's go. Netherlands, San Diego. Love from Sedona. That's what's up. Love from sunny England. Hey, England when it's sunny is gorgeous. San Diego, Connecticut. Yo, yo, yo. Maine. Let's get it. Netherlands, Vienna. Vienna, Austria. Okay. New Mexico, Michigan again. Tucson. Come on. New Zealand, Ireland. The Irish South, the incarnation of the hermit. Yes, I see you out there. I see you out there, my brother. Elsenburg, Ontario. All right, South Carolina, New York. Lubbock, Texas, baby. Lubbock, Texas. J-Max, you better be at the Dallas event. I got you now, boy. California, let's go. All right, we're not putting that. Thank you. Waco, Texas, baby. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. That is rad. Ypsilanti, Michigan. That is an El Dorado. Hey, where you been? Where you been? Where you been, Dayraj? El Dorado. Find the gold, man. Find the gold. All right. One more RV card. Then we're going to pull an Angelic Card of the Week. We're going to call it a wraps here. You guys have been an absolute pleasure. Okay. A little more clarity on what's going on. Gemini, cross-pollinate. Gemini, cross-pollinate. Cross-pollinate, ladies and gentlemen. I love both sides of polarity. We're going to cross-pollinate. We're going to be a Gemini. All right. Listen, Geminis are great during the day. Watch out at night. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. No, I'm just kidding. Don't upset a Gemini. You know what I mean? Their eyes are like different colors and shit. You got to pay attention out there. No, I'm just kidding. All right, just jokes. Everything's blowing up. I'm getting all this RV intel literally on my phone while I'm making this video. You guys, I feel very positive. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to do awesome things with you guys. I think I needed Divine Masters. I think we all needed Divine Masters to wrap up this week. Okay. Check all the descriptions for all the links, all the sales going on. Take advantage of it. You guys, can't wait to see you next week. Actually in a couple days, 4 or 5 days in Florida. And then obviously, guys, the hotel is filling up fast. Use the link, get you guys your hotel rooms in Dallas. And I do have some big updates I'm going to share about that conference too in next week's video, okay? Michael in faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. We needed this. Michael in faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. I wish each and every one of my family out there divine protection, and a breakthrough moment is coming next week. Listen to the cards. Hey, breakthrough moment. Okay, one more card. We love the Divine Masters, baby. Oh, we got more. We got Gardensville, Nevada. I'm excited. You know what I mean? Whoa, Divine Master, baby. Divine Masters, baby. Give me another Divine Master. Okay. Big what up to Dr. Sandra. Mahalo me, mahalo you, Mr. and Mrs. Hewitt out there in Maui. Love you. Chris, what are you doing? I see you, Chris. You know what I mean? Big what up to Bill Homan in the Crystal Skull. Oh my goodness gracious. Insane. Big what up to Mr. Palmer. And congratulations to, God, everyone out there is just crushing. Jimmy Church, congratulations on your new job. Can't wait to see you. Next card is Ishtar, Inner Learnings. Follow your heart, truth prevails. Okay. Ishtar, Inner Learnings. All right. Follow your heart and the truth prevails. Again, my heart is to love each and every one of you. I'm just trying to share some information. You guys, just use your own discernment at 100,000%. We're trying to share some information for you guys. Trying to help some of our brothers and sisters out that are a part of certain groups and things. That's all I'd like to say. I love you very, very much. Thank you, Miss Barbara Hudak, for all of the Instagram updates. You guys, that is Miss Barbara Hudak. She is the master of Instagram for Team Light Guardians. You guys show her some love. But to everyone out there, I love and appreciate you. These days of not knowing are coming to an end. I think I should say something at the end. I know Tone asked me, can you please share some little light channeling from the light side and what they'd like to share. And I think I'd like to do that now for you. All right. Okay. Patience is a virtue. Beings are being weeded out from their blessings based upon their inability to be patient and trust. Foreign adversaries are being dealt with above and below ground. Most of the civilian world will never know about the Great Transition and how many beings were involved in rectifying this experiment to be fulfilled on time during the Great Transition. A big thank you to everyone participating in that love frequency, and to know that each and every one of them is loved, protected, and divine. My name is Rion, and it's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys here today. All right, ladies and gents, I love you. Hold that line, all right? Till next time. Peace.
Like I told my last wife, I says, honey, I never drive faster than I can see. Besides that, it's all in the reflexes. You just listen to the old Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right? When some wild-eyed 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall, and he looks you crooked in the eye, and he asks you if you've paid your dues. Well, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye, and you remember what old Jack Burton always says at a time like that.